Just across the street from us, you'll notice a rather large church. This is St. Sulpice. It's the founding place of the Sulpician community. Father Sudie, can you tell us a little bit more about the Sulpicians?
The Sulpicians were founded in order to provide education for clergy. And so throughout their history, they have run many seminaries throughout the world, especially in the developing world, and even in some stabilized parts of the world, like France and Quebec and so on. This church here is famous for its inclusion in the movie The Da Vinci Code, which took place, a large part of it took place here.
You can hear the church bells of St. Gervais in the background. And this church is noted for a few different things. Father Sudie, can you elaborate?
Well, most notably, it is the place where the Fraternité Monastique de Jerusalem was founded. I forget exactly the years. It was 1975 or 76. It is a monastic community, both of men and women, and their vocation is to be monks in the city, serving the city. So they do it both liturgically and by their work.
We're just about to enter the Notre Dame Basilica. So you can see it's a very large building. And you can actually climb the bell tower right here. You up for that, Father Sudie?
Oh, sure. I've done it before.
Okay, good. Let's go. Father Sudie, can you tell us a little bit about this cathedral and some of the interesting facts that somebody might want to know?
Well, it is the biggest cathedral in France. They were able to go up so high because they figured out how to support the weight of flying buttresses on the outside, and so it is extremely high. And this cathedral took 230 years to construct.
And behind the landscaping here, that we've got a pretty old building. Can you tell us about the reason why this building is so well preserved, even though it's so old?
This was the original of the monastery of Cluny, the first monastery of Cluny. After the first millennium of Christianity, things were in pretty bad shape, and so this community was founded to help reform the church. And after 100 years, there were more than 5,000 locations in France alone, and they provided for the renewal of the church, the codification of law, everything else. It's built on the site of the old Roman baths that would have been just outside of Lutetia, or Mudhole, the furthest northern part of the Roman Empire at the time of Christ. And we can see the baths on the other side. The courtyard, which served for the Roman baths, the calendarium was underneath, and these were heated rooms where Romans came not just to clean themselves, they did that of course, but they came and they would spend half the day here discussing things such as politics and so on. They at first shied away from the discussion of religion in these gatherings unless it was to discuss the emperor, who was to be the god, and so they were afraid to discuss anything else that would refer to Christianity or things like that because of the possibility of persecution. We are at the top of the Butte de Montmartre in front of the Basilique Sacré-Cœur, looking at St. Vincent de Paul Church, where St. Vincent de Paul obviously is buried. And then if we move to our right a bit, we see some colored buildings. They look low from here, and that is the Centre Georges Pompidou. And then just to the right of the Pompidou Center, you can see the towers of Notre Dame Cathedral.